Share the screen. Okay. Om Pranaya Namo.
Om Pranaya Namo.
Yasya Sarvamidam Vashe.
Yasya Sarvam Idam Vashe.
Yo Bhutah Sarvasyeshvaro.
Yo Bhutah Sarvasyeshvaro.
Yasmin Sarvam Pratishtitam.
Yasmin Sarvam Pratishthitam.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay, any questions? No questions. Okay, then recap. Yate Tanur Vachi Pratishtita.
So this is of course from the second chapter, I think close out portions, where the remaining indriyas, or you can say even the guru, is talking about prana and its effect. So ya te tanur vachi. So tanur vachi pratishtita ya shrotre ya cha chakshushi. So here using the upama of different indriyas, it is being explained that it is the prana is the central of the, you can say, the center of the indriya sensory organs, and its energetic efforts only establishes hearing, seeing and things like that. So it is established in the other Jnanendriyas. And yacha manasi santata shivam tam kuru motkramihi. So here it's kind of, as we close out the chapter, there is a little bit of prayer also hemmed into this aspect, saying that of course you're also establishing the mind, and may you be auspicious to all, and may you not move on. May you protect me, utkramihi, in the sense of may you not leave the body until it is in a ready state to move on, like that.
But
Nice.
this is Indriya's only saying. It is not per se a prayer from our side, though of course it does imply at a more deeper level that we also should keep our pranas, make sure that they stay inside our body and are also energized by whatever we
Yeah,
do.
in the sense, actually we ask it to be an active life rather than a sedentary life with the prana almost half dead. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So on this point, I have one question, Uttara. A couple of verses ago, you had told that the body says, I provide you food. So, but at that time, I thought that there also it was only the Indriyas who were, praising the prana. So from where did the body come in to say, I provide you food? So, don't leave me, or,
Karmendriyas, I guess, also talking a little bit.
Yeah, so see, that is why all the Indriyas are actually part of this, not only just the four, but all 10 are there, but they are subservient to the these four. Subservient in the sense they are not controlled by them, but they are less important.
They're the ones for the knowledge, basically. That's what we discussed, right? They are the ones that lead up to...
verbal knowledge in particular.
Yeah, knowledge of the mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, then prana syedam vashe sarvam.
Yeah, I'll can I take this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is being said is that prana ke vash mein, or everything is under the control or in the control of the prana.
Yeah.
And all the three lokas are controlled by you. And then you had mentioned the samashti view, which is the overall view in the universe, and with respect to our body, which is the Vashti view, the three lokas are also controlled by you. So energy and knowledge is the equivalent of the Dhyulok, and the space inside the body is the Antariksh lok, and the solid and the fluid parts are the Prithvi lok. So
Yeah.
that is what the first line is saying. The second line is saying that please protect us like a mother takes care of its offspring. And in particular, give us Shri and Pragyan, or wealth and knowledge, which are the two most important possessions of a human being.
Yeah.
And these two are also protected by prana, because the effort of the karma indriyas results in wealth production, and that is also energized by prana, and similarly knowledge, which is determined by the intellect. So the senses basically are saying that continue to stay with us and keep benefiting us.
Yeah.
And iti means that this is the end of the answer to the question, the second question which was asked.
Rather, end of the what the these senses are saying. So
Okay.
it's the end quote for the senses plus end of the chapter.
Also, okay.
And also Uttaraji, Shri, just to translate it as wealth, as we tend to do, because we say Shri Lakshmi wealth, I would translate it as prosperity, right?
Yes,
Health
yes.
also.
Yeah, true, correct. Okay, अथ हैनं कौसल्यश्च अश्वलायनः.
Hey, this is a very easy one.
Should
Though the
ask-
next
yeah,
one, next
okay.
one is even more
Next
easy.
question is, I can do this one also. So it next is next question, the third question, which is actually a set of 6 questions was asked by Kausalya Ashwalayan. Okay, and
Ashwalayana.
Ashwalayan. So they what he asked is, where does the prana come from? Prano jayate. And how does it enter the body? And then having split itself, in what ways does it reside in the body? And why does it leave? And how does it support whatever is not a part of
No,
it?
I guess it's more like how it is supported outside the body, perhaps
No,
also
no, no,
in
no,
that
no,
sense.
no. How it supports Abhidatte.
How it supports. Okay. And the next one almost seems like the same question, so I'm not quite sure whether, except that the difference is that how does it supports related, something that's related to the soul, which is again the body, right?
So the first one is external to the body. Katham Bhayam
External to
Abhidatte.
the body. Oh.
Yeah. So Katham Bhayam Abhidatte, Katham Adhyatmam Abhidatte.
Okay, both of these are in relation to the body.
No. Okay, one is external to the body, one is internal to the body.
Okay.
Bhaya is in relation to the body.
Okay.
That means after
That means external to the body.
Utkamana.
External to the body.
So after Utkramana, the status after Utkramana.
No. While it is in the body, again, this is that Samashti Vyashti view, that in the Samashti view, what is the status of Pran, and in the Vyashti view, we are seeing those 5 separations which are there. But in the Samashti view, how is it present?
Okay. It's not talking about when the soul moves on and such thing. This is about collective and individual senses.
Yeah. Okay, Tasmai Sahovach.
That's also easy. If you want, I'll continue.
Uma, I think you can
no. I think we should pass on to others.
Uma. Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. We haven't heard you. I think you're on mute, Uma.
Prajnan is difficult questions. Prachnan is difficult questions. So he was saying that, you're asking me difficult questions. However, since you have the desire for knowledge, I will answer these questions.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Then Atmana Esha Prano Jayate. Oh, Prashanti has joined. So Prashanti has to take it up now.
Poor thing.
Sir, if it is any revision from last week, I am yet to catch up. I'm very sorry.
Okay. No problem. No problem. So who wants to
I
take
will catch up.
I can take it
can,
up. Oh,
I can
Anuj,
jump.
please
Oh,
go
oh,
ahead.
no. Rajeshri Bhagini, yours.
Mine, okay. So literally the verse is translating to saying that from the Atma or from the soul, the prana is born. And so I'm giving the literal meaning first. Just as a shadow from a man, in this body, it spreads, the prana spreads in the body, Jivatma. It enters this body by what is done by the mind. So that is what is the literal translation. Now, Atma can also stand for the Jivatma, and Pran is born. So this is the young earth, as you had mentioned last time. It's not that it's being born out of that, but at the time of creation of the soul, the Pran is also created or assigned. So metaphorically, when the soul is ready to occupy a body, Pran too gets activated at that point of time. And the relationship is also explained by the simile of the shadow from the body. So the shadow is not the body, but it cannot be formed without the body. So the two are separate, but at the same time dependent. The shadow is dependent on the body and the play of light. So that is what is being said. So similarly, Pran is also associated with the soul, but it is separate from the soul. And then he goes on to say that the law of karma, that the deeds, only the deeds of the mind determine what body it will take. So you had mentioned the sharirik karm, vachik and mansik karm, but here we are talking only of the deeds of the mind because the other two deeds are subservient or arise from what we have thought. So based on the deeds of mind, the prana enters the body. And so this verse answers the first two questions that were asked by the Shishya, Ashvalaya.
Correct.
Wow, you'll make your sister very proud. Fantastic, Bhagini.
Who are you talking about, Anuj?
Oh, Rajeshri is explaining it so well.
Correct. That is true. Okay. So tell me, open question for everybody, that if the deeds are determining which body the prana enters, then what kind of cause are the deeds out of your nimitta, upadan and general?
The karan, they are the karan. So they are the nimit, right?
Okay. Rajeshri says nimit, then let us take a
taking
poll. Uma, what do you say?
Can you repeat the question?
That what kind of cause, that it is a cause is true, that the deeds done by the mind are the cause which determine which is the body which prana enters in. So now the question arises, which kind of cause? So you have
I think it is upadana. It is same as the bija vriksha equivalent, because we in the past have created this seed by our own actions, and that seed proceeds to be born into a new tree due to the phala that we poured in. It is a upadana karana only. Nimitta
Okay.
remains
Yeah.
outside forces like divine, etc.
Yes, I was incorrect. You're right, Anuj. The
Okay, so we have
Manushya is the nimitta.
two on Upadan now. Then
Yes, converted.
Srividya,
Upadan for me
you.
too. Because it's the main course, right? So I would also say it's Upadan.
Upadana. Okay. Prashanti, you want to take a jab at it?
Hello?
Please, the majority is no, I mean, whatever. I'm joining the group.
Going with the
You have to at least decide what is the majority. They state it.
So unfortunately, the majority is wrong. See, those karmas which are done are done. They are over with. Okay.
Okay.
They are continuing as some kind of an impression, as I say, on the space-time fabric. But per se, they won't exist anymore. So nimitta karan is the correct thing, that they are the nimitta which determines which kind of body we enter. They have set the stage that okay, you have done so much papa, you have done so much punya, and based on that, now you will get this body. So they are not part of this body per se. Okay, they are done and finished, but they
Upadan
are
is
now,
avidya. How can we be so dull?
yeah, correct.
Avidya is the Upadan kar.
Yeah.
Hmm. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we have one more then. Yatha
But
Samrat.
what is the role? What is the role of the parents then in the janma of the new baby? What kind of karana they are?
What kind of karana? So see, they are both nimit and upadan. Upadan because their DNA material is building up your body.
Yes.
They are also nimit because they are determining what kind of a person also you will become to some extent.
Okay,
While
okay.
mostly everything is being carried over along with the soul, but they are determining also to some extent.
They pour the
Otherwise,
samskaras into you. Yeah.
yeah. So to that extent, Nimit, and to a larger extent, Upadan, because the sperm and the ovum come together, they are the matter from which you are born. And of course, the mother's body provides the rest of the material which goes into the making of the baby. Okay. Then, Yatha Samradevadikritan. That is
This is very
quite simple. Yeah.
easy. If someone wants to raise their
fine.
hand, I can take up otherwise.
Take it up, Anuj.
Prashanti can try, I guess. She's warmed up now. No? Okay. So, Yatha Samrat. So, Samrat refers to the kind of a ruler, a king or something like that.
Samrat, yeah.
Samrat. So, Samradevadhikratan viniyunkte etan graman adishtha. So basically, just as the king determines that, hey, these wealths or gramas or portions of land belong to you, these portions belong to him, etc., and distributes the responsibility as well as the wealth, let us say, to the various prajas. Okay. So that same equivalence is being drawn to say prana is the samrat, the central ruler, and in turn it distributes responsibilities and wealth to the others, in the sense the other indriyas, okay, of the body, and allots them these pleasures and pains, you can say, if you can say duties as pains. Yeah.
Yeah, not wealth so much, but basically responsibility. Because Pran has the responsibility of keeping the body going. So that responsibility, it divides itself up and it distributes to the other pranas. Okay. Okay, let us start with the fifth one. Payupasthe panam.
Payupasthe panam.
panam.
Chakshushotre.
Chakshushotre.
Mukanasikabhyam pranaha.
Mukanasikabhyam pranaha.
pranaha.
Swayam pratisthate madhye tu samanaha.
Swayam
Swayam
pratisthate madhye tu
pratishthate
samanaha.
samanaha.
Esha hyetat thutam annam.
Yesha hyetadbhutadmannam
Mannam.
Samam nayati.
samam nayati.
Tasmadetaha saptarchisho bhavanti.
Tasmadetaha saptarchisho bhavanti.
Okay, so now we are talking of the distribution of the of prana. So the first one was a kind of a preface. Now we go into the details. So people are says that payu upastha apanam, payu upasthe, that in the anus and in the reproductive genitals, apana is established. Chakshuh shrotre mukha nasikabhyam pranaha. From the mukh and nasika, the prana which is taken in, that establishes itself in the eyes and the ears. So that is prana itself. Pranaha swayam pratisthate. Prana itself is established in chakshu shrotra as it comes in from the mukha and nasika. Madhye tu sorry, mukha is mouth and nasika is nose. Madhye tu samanaha. In the middle of the body is samana prana. One more prana, the third prana. Esha hi etat hutam annam samam nayati. This samana, it takes the anna which has been as if it has been given as an oblation into the body, just like you give oblations into the fire in a fire sacrifice in a yajna, like that anna is to the body, the food that we eat. So the food which we have taken in as an oblation, that is taken by saman everywhere equally. Tasmad etaha sapta archishah bhavanti. From that food, 7 flames originate. Okay, this is the literal meaning. So now what it is saying is that apana, which is the inhalation. Okay, so when we inhale, as you know, there is a you build up pressure inside the body. So in fact, if you have to lift up something heavy, then you will first breathe in and then lift it up. Okay, because all your muscles and everything becomes tight. And if I have to give a slightly bad example, if you have to put pressure on your lower regions, then you will breathe in and then put. Okay, so that is an indicate, that is your apana, the one which you breathe in, and that determines this force which throws out, ejects matter from our body through the lower orifices. So apana controls the excretory and the reproductory functions. Chakshu shrotre mukanasikabhyam. So the prana, it establishes itself in your senses largely. And I feel that also this by chakshu shrota, not only do you mean the senses, but the nervous system as a whole. So the brain and the nervous system, everything is included under chakshu, and by means of chakshu shrotra, all of them are covered. Okay, and that is why pran is of primary importance, because it is controlling the brain. As you know, if there is the breath does not go to the brain for even a few seconds, the brain dies. So that is the mukhya prana, and that is powering your brain. brain along with, of course, the senses. Then samana. So samana is the one which does the digestion of the food. So it represents the digestive system. So the digestive system breaks down whatever you have eaten and now converts it into parts which can be absorbed by the rest of the body. That is what is meant by samam nayati. Okay, and this seven flames which are mentioned over here. So everybody, all the commentators have said that these seven flames are your two eyes and 2 ears and two nasal openings and the mouth. So these are the main senses which light up our universe, any person's world. They are the main senses which give us information. So therefore, those are the ones which are mentioned over here. So the food which is eaten is taken to power these seven flames. I have a feeling that this probably represents some seven kinds of energy which were known at that point in time. So there are the food is consumed and converted into seven forms of energy. However, since I cannot say what those seven forms are, we shall go ahead with taking this as the meaning: the two eyes, the two nose, the 2 ears, and the mouth. These are the seven things which are energized by the food that is eaten by Saman. Okay.
Just running my imagination too wild. I remember somewhere in Upanishad the seven flames also comes, something like Kali, Karali,
Yeah,
and
that
all.
is Kathopanishad, but that was not seven, I think.
Or K9,
Again, is
maybe
it?
cut.
Yeah.
Kane, I think.
Okay. So those
Uh,
anyway, Prashanti, you may be right, but those were actually real flames.
Flames
yeah,
of the
Yeah.
parts of a
so
flame actually.
Yeah,
parts
yeah.
No?
of the flame.
Or
I
different
mean,
kinds of flames
anywhere
even.
would. Mm,
Yeah, so Kali was a dark flame, and there was one with which gave out angaras. Um,
right, like
yeah,
the one sparks and all that.
correct,
I mean,
correct.
anyway, is that and this correlated or
Unlikely, right? In the
any-
body, you don't have per se any open flames or anything like that. So there it has to be some form of energy, if anything. However,
Mm,
how the energy is split up, I'm not very sure.
okay.
But why they have told only about the senses? Again, are they assuming the karmendriyas and all will be powered by that?
So mukha includes both your jiva and your vak.
Hmm.
So karmendriya also one has entered into the scene.
Hmm.
So I agree with your question because suddenly to throw in seven senses doesn't make too much sense to me either. However, I don't have a better explanation. Therefore, we shall proceed with what is given. Okay.
Okay.
So I have one relevant question, if you can just answer that later. So if you say that only the eyes, ears, and the nose, which gives information from the environment to the body, and why the tongue is also, I mean, mouth is also mentioned here. That is one another question which I have here.
Mouth
If it
includes
is
the
going,
tongue and the speech. So, tongue for your sensing of taste and speech for speaking. So, both are included in that one Jnanendriya, one Karmendriya.
okay.
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 Okay. I think we can continue with this session and just at least repeat the next verse. Hridi hyesha atma
हृदि हि एषात्मा
atrayatat
अत्रैतद् एकशतं
एकदशं
nadinam
एकशतं
Nadinam.
किल
नाडीनां
एकशतम् इति अस्ति मम पुस्तके
ekashatam.
हा अत्रैतद् एकशतम् इति लिखितमस्ति न जाने अस्तु अस्तु क्षम्यताम्
अत्र एतद् एकशतम्
दशम् इति श्रुतं, क्षम्यताम्.
Okay. तासां शतं शतं
तासां शतं शतं
एकैकस्यां
एकैकस्यां
द्वासप्ततिर्द्वासप्ततिः
द्वासप्ततिर्द्वासप्ततिः
प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि
प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि
भवन्त्यासु व्यानश्चरति.
भवन्त्यासु व्यानश्चरति.
Okay, so Hridi hi esha Atma. In the heart is the soul. There, etad ekashatam nadinam. There is a set of 100 vessels, arteries plus veins combined. Tasam shatam shatam. Of those split up into 100 each. Okay, so we can take it as maybe these are arteries and veins. So, excuse me, there is a, I think Prashanti, can you please mute yourself? Okay. So, Ekashatam may be taken as 50-50, 50 arteries, 50 veins. And of these further split into 100 each. And then those split up further into 72,000. Okay, 72 and 1,000 of those. So totally we get 72, 720 million. Okay, so many vessels are there in which Vyana moves. So the fourth prana, that is Vyana, after we have we started with Apana, Prana, Samana, and now Vyana. So Vyana moves in these all these arteries and veins. So essentially, Vyana is the one which is controlling your circulatory system. Now, Hridi hi esha Atma, that the soul is in the heart. Now, that is not a correct statement, because the soul actually does not sit in the heart. So the heart has two meanings. One is your brain as well. So heart is Hrit means heart. Also, it means brain. So the Atma actually sits in the brain. I would have, of course, liked to say that this represents the nervous system, but my hypothesis would be negated in the next sutra. That is why I have to stick with the circulatory system here. So we take it that
because I also wanted to ask you, Nadi, I thought was nerve. I know even in Tamil, we use it for arteries and veins only. But I always had that confusion that whether is it a nerve or is it an artery or vein? Is it a blood vessel?
Your confusion is correct actually, because in Sanskrit, you can use Nadi for both. So depending on the context, it will either mean blood vessel or it will mean nerves. Yeah, so either would be true. And Hrit also unfortunately means both your heart and your brain. So that is the issue. Okay. Any questions are there?
I think Nadi means a tube or, carrying mechanism.
True,
yeah, correct.
It's
so that
like
is
a
why
pipe.
it is applicable to both.
Correct. It's like a conduit. Basically.
Correct.
Precisely, yeah.
Okay. So shall we meet on the other side then? I'll end the session here.